So guys, please go on mute. Okay. Please go on mute, guys. Kumar, please go on mute. So consider your client has given you a requirement. Okay. On incident form. On incident form. When you are trying to resolve an incident form, when you are trying to resolve, if the priority is critical and has breached is true, we need to check if attachment exists. Okay. Else we have to stop form submission. That is the requirement. Okay. So on incident form, when you are trying to resolve, the priority is critical and has breached is true, we need to check if the attachment exists. Okay. Else we have to stop the form submission. So remember one thing, stopping the form submission. When you listen to this word, stopping form submission, first thing that you should remember on submit line script. Using on submit line script only we can stop the form submission. Okay, so immediately on submit line script come to my mind. Okay, so I am going to the incident form, guys. Okay, yes, very good. So guys, consider client has given this requirement. Okay, so how you need to start your work? First you have to create an update set. First you have to create an update set. Okay, so UCS Uday Gadiparthi. So this is some short description I'm keeping here. Okay, requirement description. Do I have to submit or submit and make current? Yes.
Submit and make current.
So I have to make submit and make current. Only then the updates will be captured in this update set. Okay, now I am going to start the development. So see, when client gives you the requirement, first you need to create an update set. Okay, then you have to start your work. You have to go to the incident form. Incident.do. Okay, so here what he is telling, when the incident priority is critical. Okay, so here has breached field. Has breached field is a custom field. We have to create new field. Okay, Hmm? Well, here, when it is Gen C high and has breached true, and when you are trying to resolve this incident, here we have to check whether the attachment exists or not. If the attachment exists, then we should allow them to submit. The attachment doesn't exist, we have to stop the form submission. Okay, so that requirement we are going to achieve now. Firstly, we need to remember one thing. We can resolve only existing records. Directly, you cannot resolve the incident without creating the record, without creating the incident. How do you resolve that? Remember this point. You can resolve only already created incidents. Creating the record, while creating the record itself, you cannot resolve it. Understand my point? You can only resolve existing incidents. You can keep extra condition as well here, only on the existing records. Understand my point? On submit. Okay. So inside this one, first I am actually checking if G underscore form dot is new record. Okay. And is not a new record. G underscore form dot get value. So G underscore form dot get value. So we have to check state field value. 6. So if it is not a new record and state value is 6, state value is resolved. 6 means resolved. Okay, this is actually one condition. Inside this condition, if priority. So critical means 1. Okay. And so guys, remember one thing, has breached field. Okay. Has breached field is actually a Boolean value, true or false. So when I was using get value, it was not working. So I have to take get Boolean value. G underscore form dot get Boolean value. Okay. So inside this one, I have to check an attachment exists or not. Okay. So guys, remember one thing. Let me just save this one. In ServiceNow system, whenever you attach an attachment, here, okay, all the attachments will be stored in attachments table. There is a separate table called attachment table. So I will show you. The attachment table name is sys underscore attachment table. See, whatever the attachment that we added is stored here or not. So on the incident table, this particular incident record system ID, this attachment is attached. Understand my point? You are getting my point. So this particular incident, for this particular incident, in the incident table, this particular attachment is attached. So all the attachments, you can see you have a lot of attachments here. 3361. All the attachments will be stored in the attachment table. You have to remember this table name. So here we have to check where is the client script that we created. So here I have to check if the attachment exists or not. So attachments are already stored in the database. We have to make a ajax call, glide ajax call, to check whether the attachment exists or not. Okay. So or you can write directly glide record here, but writing glide record here is not a good practice. Then you have to write glide ajax here. Well, however, it is difficult, but however, we have to write glide ajax. Where are the ones that we created? Right. This is Hari instance, right? That is why I'm not able to see anything here. Hmm. Okay. So I have to write a glide record on attachment table. So which table we have to write a glide record? Attachment table. So table underscore sys underscore ID is a field on the attachment table. Okay. Then return true if a record if a attachment exists. Else false. Or you can pass yes or no also. Yes, no. Okay. I've created a script include. Okay. So then what I do, I will call the script include in the line script. So how do you call the script include? Where GA is equal to new glad ajax. Inside the glad ajax, you have to call the script include name. So G underscore form dot get unique value. Get unique value will actually give you the system ID of the record. Okay. So here guys, always remember the other day I told you we have to use get XML wait in the on submit line script. In the on submit line script, we have to use get XML wait. I think I have given an example. Mother will say, I will give you the money once you go there. Son will say, you give me the money, I will go there. So this is actually about son says, you give me the money, then I will go. Get XML wait. Okay. If answer equal to no, answer equal to no. So how do you stop the form submission? Return false. Okay. This parameter, you have to call it in the script include. Okay. So this is not an existing record. This is a new record. Let us open one existing record. So here, let me just scrape this one. Let me just refresh this one. Okay. This is a new record, right? I am making it as priority 1. Has breached checkbox is true. I am trying to resolve this one. So there is no attachment. Do you think it will stop the form submission? No. So is it stopping you the form submission? So it is trying to create the record. Okay, it is trying to create the record. Okay, so we will go to the existing incident record. Okay. Well, I am opening this one here. This is an existing record or not? Priority is critical. Has breached is true. I'm trying to resolve this one. No attachment. Here, it has to stop the form submission. It has stopped the form submission or not? Well, let me just attach an attachment here. Now the record has attachment, right? No, I am trying to submit this one. The form is getting submitted or not? Okay. So first we will understand one by one, line by line. First, I have checked whether this is new record or existing record. If it is existing record and state is resolved. First condition. Second condition, if the priority is critical and has breached is true. Okay. So then what I am doing here, I am calling the script include. Inside the script include, I am calling this function. Inside the function, I am actually passing the incident record system ID. For that system ID, if any attachment record, if any attachment exists or not. If there is no attachment, you will get the answer as no. If there is any attachment, you'll get answer as yes. So here you have got the answer as no. Then it is saying no attachment exists. And you stopped the form submission using return false. So where are we checking here? Here we are actually checking for that incident record if there is any attachment exists or not. Okay. So we are thinking that we have completed this requirement, but not. No. So we are thinking that we have completed this requirement. If you remember, I told you on a table record can be created from different data sources. On a table, it can be incident table or it can be demo incident table, it can be user table, it can be any table. On a table, if you want to create a record, you can create the record from different data sources. You can create the incident record from email, you can create the incident record using script, you can create the incident record from the form. Okay. You can create the table record from any data source. So whatever the client script, that answer bit client script that we have written, right, that will only work from the form. Whatever we have written, right, that will only work from the form. If you are creating records from Salesforce, this will not work. This client script will not work in the Salesforce. That is where before business rule will come into picture. Before business rule will run, before the data submitted into the database or not. Let me just deactivate this client script here. Same requirement, I'm going to achieve it using before business rule. The other day I told you also, if you remember. Right click, configure business rules. Okay, creating a before business rule. Once you submit the form, before the data get inserted into the database, right? This before business rules will run. before update. Very good. Before update. State is state changes to resolve. Okay. And also you can keep the condition here. Okay. You go to the action here. So here you are querying the attachment table. Okay. So here in place of this dot get parameter. Okay. So what you will do, you will use current dot sysid. Okay. So here, if no attachment exists, here I'm using not symbol. Remember this point. If no record, if no record exists, okay, then I am using current dot set about action. True. Okay, did you understand here? For the current record, if there is any attachment attached, if no attachment exists, you are aborting the action. Okay, you can keep some information message or error message. Alert will not work in the business rule. Okay, same requirement. Now you are going to achieve it using I am opening this record. This is an existing record or not? Priority critical has breached true. Okay. State is resolved. Okay, I am trying to submit this one. What is it telling? No attachment exists, invalid update. If you refresh this one, it is showing the previous values or not. Okay. So this business rule will work from all the sources. This before business rule will work from the form. It will work from the inbound email action. I mean, it will work from the email. It will work from the script. It will work from all the sources. Okay. We have written on submit line script that will only work from the form. Remember. You guys can ask me. You can also write data policy also, right? Data policy will work from all the sources, right? Why didn't you write data policy? In the data policy, there is no option to write the script. Okay. You guys are able to understand how did I achieve the requirement?
Right. Yes, sir.
This on submit this before form before business rule, right? This before business rule. This will run before the data get inserted into the database. Okay. So before the data gets inserted into the database, we are actually what we are doing with this condition. The state changes to resolve and priority is critical and has breached is true. We are checking if the record exists or not, if the attachment exists or not. If the attachment exists, then fine. If the attachment doesn't exist, we are aborting the action here. In the unsubmit line script, you will use return false to abort the action to stop the form submission. But in the before business rule, you will use current.setUpBut action true to stop the form submission. So today in one requirement, today, one of the interviewers has asked this requirement. First, I have written on submit client script. So then he has asked the question. So if you write on submit client script, that will only work from the form, right? So if the record is getting resolved from the another third party, do you think this on submit client script will work? Is what is question raised? No, this will not work. Then we have to go for on submit client script. Sorry, then we have to go for before business rule that will run before the data gets inserted into the database. We can abort the action there. That is what I answered, and then I have written the logic there. He asked me to do it. He asked me to do it on the personal developer instance. So the company name is CP Technologies, Chennai. Hmm? Understand my point? The requirement is clear, right? The use case is clear, right? So, okay, your development is completed. Your development is completed. So then what you will do? So you will go to the update set here. Okay. So you will go to the update set here. So this is the update set. So where you have actually created a field, has breached field. So label is added. Business rule you created. Client script you created. Script include you created. So access control is created. Form control on the form layout you have added the. So these are all the things that are captured in the update set. So then what you will do? You will complete the update set. Yeah. So okay, very good question. So here for us client script is not required, right? So client script is not required, and script include is not required, and this access control is also not required. These access controls are created from the script include. So these are the 4 changes that are not required. Okay. So then what we will do is, if you scroll little down here, you can see update set name. You move it to default update set, default global. Okay. So you are actually moving the this customer updates to another updates. See, now the current update set is UCS UZ. This short description is current update set. So you don't want this updates in the current update set, right? So then I'm actually moving it to default update set. Okay. So what I can do is, okay. So now we removed them from this update set. Okay. So only field business rule. Then what you will do? You will complete the update set. So once you complete the update set, if you have to move this development to another instance, what you will do? So you will export the XML and you will import the XML there. Then you will preview the update set and commit updates. So this is how you will have to complete your client requirements. So whenever client give you requirements, so guys, remember one thing: client give you requirements in Jira. There is a separate tool called Jira tool. So in the Jira tool, you will be given requirements. Okay, or so there will be in the ServiceNow, there will be agile development. There will be agile development. So in the ServiceNow itself, you will be given the requirements. So once you have been given the requirement, you have to create the update set and you have to start working on it. That is how you will complete the requirements, guys. Okay, is that clear? Understand my point? So I want to move this update set to my instance. Then what I will do, I'll export the XML. I'll go to my instance. Retrieve update sets. Import XML. So it is in loaded state. So you have to preview this update set. While previewing the update set, you may see some errors. Okay. So you have got errors here. So if you get an error, you have to take action on that. You have to either accept remote update or skip remote update. So I am actually accepting the remote update. So accepting is nothing but whatever is coming from her instance is coming to my instance. Then I am actually committing this update set. Okay. Critical has breached. State I am keeping it resolved. Okay. I am trying to submit this one. So what is it telling? No attachment exists. So if I add an attachment to this record, okay, now you submit this record, this will be submitted automatically. So whatever the logic that I have written in the Hari instance that I moved it to my instance, it is working or not here. Okay. So that is how you will do the work in the real-time environment. This is one of the real-time scenarios. Doesn't matter. To complete that requirement, we may have to work on multiple tables as well. You will be capturing development from multiple tables in same update set. Okay. Okay. Clear, guys? See, it is not that complex if you understand the path. You tell me, why did I create before business rule instead of on submit client script? You guys can tell me. If you are able to answer this one, that means you understand everything.
Before business rule works from all the sources, sir. So that's why you are using before business rules.
Yes, yes. Very good. I thought of completing flow designer topic today. Fortunately, I covered this topic.
Very
Uh,
interesting, sir, this topic.
very interesting, huh?
Yes, sir. Nice explanations.
Sir, on submit it got failed, right? First time why it got failed, sir.
It did not
I
fail.
didn't
Huh?
understood
No, no, no.
that
Unsubmit did not fail.
scenario.
Unsubmit is successful. Unsubmit will work from the form only from the form.
One
Yes,
time when you given resolve comments and comment it taken and it closed, right, sir? That one I am asking.
Mm,
It got updated.
yeah. See, for the first time, right?
Uh,
See, for the first time, I have actually done testing on new record.
yes, sir, that one only.
Whatever the logic that we have written, right, that will not work on the new records. That will only work on the existing records. You got my point?
Okay, sir. So you directly selected the resolve state in while creating the record itself.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
You are clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can also give this as an example, real-time example.
Sir, but in real organizations, resolve state will show after creating ticket only, right? But
Yes,
here,
yes, yes. Your understanding is very good. Resolve button will be visible only after creation. Resolve option will be visible only after creation. By default, it will not appear.
okay, sir.
The way you are thinking is very nice. Hari.
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll see you tomorrow. Definitely. Definitely we'll see you tomorrow. We have to see tomorrow. No other option because we are running late. We have started around 3 months ago. Still we are going on.
Sir, March 2nd started, almost 3 months completed.
So today is 1st June, right?
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow it will be 3 months.
Yes, yes.
Okay, guys. We'll be discussing flow design topic in tomorrow session. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you all.